Hey, Beer Nation, we are here with the Beer Dolls, and we want to introduce Casey Motes of Eureka Heights. So, hi, Casey. Thank you
Hey
so much
guys,
for joining us.
no problem.
Honestly, it's a little crazy that we're going to have to do a Zoom. Would very much have loved to shake your hand and be there with you guys in person. But hey, what better than to use our, electronic features, right?
Yeah, everyone's figuring this out as they go.
Yes, no worries. So, I want to know a little bit about how you guys got started, what year and everything like that. Any info you can give us. I'm very curious. I've heard a lot about your brewery, and a lot of my friends actually go to your establishment. So let me know how you guys got started.
Yeah, so we opened up in August of 2016. Kind of about a year and a half before that, my two business partners, we all were kind of chatting about what we wanted to do. They both had sort of shown interest in starting a brewery, kind of getting out of their corporate life and doing something on their own. At the time, I was brewing professionally at St. Arnold Brewery in Houston, and timing was kind of right, thinking about doing something out on my own as well. So that was in early 2015. Found a location, started building everything out, and then brewed our first beer on actually July 4th, 2016.
Wow. So that's so awesome that you actually recall all of that. I bet you everything up until this point has been super fantastic. Tell me, what are you most proud of right now at Eureka?
I think just kind of the quality and consistency of our beer. And as we've continued to grow, we add to our team, and there's different challenges and things like that. But we're pretty happy that when you buy a Buckle Bunny, it's going to taste like Buckle Bunny. When you buy one of our beers, you know what you're going to get. And for us, that means a lot, because that's hard as you grow. As a small brewery, you have a little more flexibility, maybe a little more variance batch. But once you start canning and really start doing those kind of larger distribution footprints, it becomes a challenge for sure.
Mm-hmm. I totally understand that. So have you guys grown as a business since you've started?
Yeah. So last year we did about 7,800 barrels. Our first year we did around 1,000. So we're growing quite a bit. We've only been in grocery stores about 18 months. And that's been a huge sort of opportunity for us. So the Specs and H-E-B and Kroger have been awesome to work with. And we think we make really approachable, sessionable beers you can have a couple of. And I think that's really worked well going into the grocery stores.
That is excellent. And right now we all know coronavirus is happening. So we got to touch in a little bit on that. How has that affected your business so far?
So about half our volume is to bars and restaurants. So we have a huge draft program, and obviously most of those are very limited in what they can do. Some are offering to go food. Some of them are offering to go beer, but it's definitely not what it was. People aren't able to go into the bars and restaurants like they used to. So that being said, grocery stores have picked up a little. So we're kind of learning like everybody else. This is new. There's no reference point. We can't look at last year's data and tell us what we're going to do. So and we also started a drive-through. So instead of our tap room being open where you can come and hang out, we have it set up outside. You pull up and you can order online or order when you get here. It's like Chick-fil-A. They run out with the iPad and
cool.
We'll set your beer in the trunk for you. So make it really easy for people to get out and hopefully try some beer. While they're stuck at home all the time.
Oh, no, that's actually really excellent. And I'm glad that you brought that up. So what are your hours currently right now for that setup?
So we're doing Monday through Friday, 1 to 7, and then Saturday, Sunday, noon to 7. And that seems to be about right.
Okay.
Yeah, usually Friday nights are big. People are going out. That's when our tap room's busy. And we kind of saw that wasn't. People are getting something even if they're working from home, they'll kind of go and maybe get any supplies they need. And then they're going to go home and hang out and watch a movie. So 7 o'clock seems to work pretty well for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, when you guys are usually open, let's just say all of this blows over and everything like that, what are the normal events that you typically have?
So events are something we pride ourselves on. We do a lot. We have a full-time event coordinator. He's absolutely killer at coming up with unique ideas. One of my favorite that we've done 5 or 6 times is the dad joke tournament. So,
cool.
Say your best dad joke, like what's brown and sticky?
I don't know.
So, there you go.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, we get it. We do it sort of a bracket tournament style. We get a decibel meter, so people based on audience approval, and it's a
How
lot
funny.
of fun. I've never been to anything like it. That's one we definitely hang our hat on. But we do a mini golf tournament where we set up a miniature golf tournament in the brewery. People can come out and play, and they get a little branded ball. Those are some of the main ones. We had a lot of new ideas this year, but everything's kind of on hold for now.
I hear you. Yeah, I cannot wait to get started. I mean, when you guys open back up normally, I cannot wait to come meet you guys in person. And of course, with our other half, Devin, I'm not sure if she's going to hop on or not, but hey, we would love to come out and meet you guys and, you know, go around and meet everyone there because, you know, from what I've seen, everything seems super fun there. How do you guys keep up with the morale? Like, I know that y'all are all about fun, you know, being casual. So how does your team work with that environment?
Yeah, so it's a balance. So, I mean, we say we're goofy. It's like we kind of want people that embrace that are kind of joking around. But we are a production facility. And, I mean, there are things that we take the beer and the safety very seriously. So it's a balance. I think it's kind of how you interact with everybody else. And for us, as we've grown, that's a challenge too. But it's what people do you want to hang out at the end of the day and have a beer with? And then hopefully you can work together as well. But trying to balance people we really enjoy being around and people that bring different skill sets. So if you look at our sales team, they all have different backgrounds and different skill sets. And I think it just strengthens when we can work off each other. But also, yeah, kind of goof around and stuff at the end of the day as well.
Oh, yeah. No, that is super awesome. That's the one thing that I really liked to hear about y'all's guys' establishment is the way everyone connects together. And it's almost like a family where everyone just, hey, when we're coming to work, let's have some fun while we're at it, because that changes the whole dynamic of the environment, you know? So I really love hearing that.
No one gets into the beer industry because it the money. So you get into it because
we're like, we can play our suit and tie a long time ago.
Yeah. But people are really passionate about beer and what they do and being a part of something. And I think that bleeds into just everything else that they do. So yeah, having that where you want to you're excited when you go to work, and when our guys are out sick or something, they're antsy to come back, and that's really cool. We're fortunate we have that in the industry, and especially here at Eureka Heights.
Absolutely. So speaking on that and having a little fun, let's get into the beers. And you know what? I'm going to do some taste testing while you're talking about it. So we're going to start with Mini Boss, if you don't mind. This is Mini Boss. Freaking awesome. I love it. And I'm going to crack it open and you go ahead and tell me all about it.
That's good. I'm still drinking coffee. So
well, you know what? It's after 12 noon, so we're okay in Texas now, right?
No judgment in too. There's no wrong time. Mini Boss, one of our 4 year-round canned beers. So it's an India Pale Ale IPA. So our approach was a little different. We use an English yeast, so it gives it a little bit of fruitiness. You get some like plum apple characteristics. We load it up with Citra and Mosaic hops. So definitely too aggressive, very citrusy. You get some berry characteristic from the Mosaic and a lot of grapefruit and orange from the Citra. Oh,
that is really good.
Good, yeah. Use a little bit of
it's definitely a citrusy. It's got a little slight floral to it, but it's like it is so amazing, and it's so light too. You can't. It's not overpowering, and I really love that. Yeah,
so we try all our beers. We want to be approachable. So no matter what that is, if that's a 9% IPA or a 4% cream ale, we want them to be approachable to different people. So even if it's not necessarily the style you love or you're big on, we still want it to be something you can sit down and enjoy. So Mini Boss, it's almost 7% IPA, but it's probably our staff favorite. You can have a couple, and it's easy to drink, crisp, clean, all that. Makes you want to take another sip.
Very interesting. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, next one I have here is Axe Hat. It's actually really cute. I like that. And crack so that one open.
Axe Hat is our spring seasonal, so pretty new to us. Little different. So there's a not new, it's actually very old, some yeast strains out of Norway.
Ooh.
They have been kind of, I don't know, rediscovered. So there's been a big push for people trying these yeasts. They're really unique characteristics. It gives a little bit of Belgian esters, almost a little bit of funkiness. I say almost like a pear, where it's got kind of a different type of white fruit. And we use a hop called Idaho 7 in that's got a really cool like papaya. So it's a little fruity, but not necessarily over the top, and not nearly as citrusy as you're going to see like Mini Boss, our last beer. So
Yeah,
really cool
this
beer.
one's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah,
Wow.
the yeast is really different. It's been fun to play with. So just adds a completely different component to the beer that we haven't really done anything with before. So
Very nice. Okay, now let's get down to the Buckle Bunny here.
All
I think
right.
I've tried this before, actually. I have to say, it's pretty good, but I'm going to try it again.
Buckle Bunny, so that's our flagship. That's our workhorse. It's an American cream ale. Cream ale is kind of like a blonde. Generally means you have rice or corn in it. So we use quite a bit of American corn. So you get a little bit of that sweetness on the back end.
Yeah.
But it's not actually sweet. It's very super crisp, clean, and dry. 4.5%. So that's our beer that just end of the day after a long brew day, you're hot and sweaty. Just it's super.
That's really refreshing. I really like it.
Yeah. It's a cool style that went away after Prohibition. Before Prohibition, most of the beer in America had corn in it because corn was inexpensive and available. So, and make sugar. Sugar gives you alcohol, so you use what you have. And then it kind of just fell out of favor a little bit, but it adds a really cool character to the beer that's hard to get from anything else.
That's amazing. That one was really good. Like I said, I've tried that one before, and it's pretty good. Yeah. All right, so now for the final one that I'm so curious about, Muy Caliente. This is interesting.
So yeah, this was our kind of winter seasonal. The beer we actually launched with when we opened, it's a milk stout. So it's a big roasty beer, only 6%, so not super strong. But milk stout means we add some lactose, which is some milk sugar back to the beer to balance it out.
Wow, that's really good.
So to balance all that kind of sweetness out, we add cinnamon and cayenne.
Ooh, I can feel it.
So, yeah, a little like a Mexican hot chocolate. So
that's
got a little bit of heat.
I was like scared. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be different.
Yeah,
but it's actually really good.
Different.
I like that. It's kind of a little slight coffee, just a bit, but it's really delicious. Oh wow.
Some of the malt we use is roasted basically like a coffee bean. So it gives it that characteristic. We've actually done a version of that in the tap room with coffee that's even more intense and pretty tasty.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm a big fan of cinnamon or anything like that. And so for it being a milk stout to include that, that's really good. And then cayenne is what gives it that little kick, right?
We say, a little kick, a little tickle in the back of your throat, where it's not a melt your face off beer. It's supposed to be something that's really approachable.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is simply amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, because believe me, this is exactly what I would be doing in person right now over there with you guys.
Now you got 4 open beers in front of you.
It's going to be a party of one here, but it's okay. Don't worry. We will meet you very soon. So we're coming down to the nitty gritty of everything. I loved all the beers. The names of them are amazing. How do you guys come up with y'all's marketing? I have to know this, because that's one of the draws to like coming to an establishment like, oh, what is this? I got to come check it out.
Yeah, we think, how do you connect with people? And for us, we say goofy, kind of, we want, that a lot of 90s references. We talk about a lot of sitcoms and all that stuff. So kind of depends. Some of the names are just usually a couple beers help the brainstorming sessions.
Oh, yes.
I think
there's some research behind that, actually.
Or sometimes it's a really, really bad pun. So Muy Caliente, just because it's Muy Caliente.
There you go. That's perfect.
There. Yeah.
I love that so much. Okay, so for the audience, for Beer Nation, we want to know where you guys are located. So if they want to come out to see you guys whenever all this is over with, what is y'all's location? You guys are in the Heights?
We're in the Heights. So just kind of off Shepherd and 18th Street. So northwest side of 610. Address 941 West 18th Street.
Awesome. And then where can they follow you on social media if they want to connect with you guys?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, OkCupid, wherever you want. Just look.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Meet me here at Eureka Heights.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so amazing. Again, thank you so much, Casey, for allowing us to talk with you.
No problem.
These crazy circumstances. We will for sure come to visit you guys soon. I promise you that. So with that being said, thank you, Beer Nation, for watching. Go follow Casey and his crew over at Eureka Heights on social media right now. Go through the drive-thru right now if you can. Go pick up a pack of brews. These are all excellent. You will not be disappointed. Thank you again, Casey. I really appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
You have a great one.
All right, bye.